Hi guys. I saw there's a lot of questions on here about the break, especially like the high A and the A flat, and I've dealt with that too. John's put up a video. I'm sorry I haven't seen it yet. I know John, you're having problems with it, and I'm looking forward to it. And whatever John says, go with it. He has the experience. I just want to chime in with a band director's perspective and what I teach my students, because they have problems with breaks too. Maybe not the high A, but G above the staff, and then of course, high C. And this is how I approach it with them, and I've had a lot of success. So take it for what it's worth. If it helps you guys, great. I actually start with a clarinet, and I talk about the register key on the back here. Okay, register key enables them to go from the low to the high. Okay. And woodwinds are pretty simple. You close a hole, the air has to go through the closed apparatus and then comes out the opened apparatus to cause it to vibrate. Now, when you add the register key, it does the same thing, except now it's coming out up here, and you get more or instant feedback. And when I teach my clarinet players, they have a break too, and it's called a break on a clarinet. When we start doing things like, and that note's usually tough because the feedback is more, because now the air and the vibration is coming here and back to the mouthpiece quicker. And it's something completely foreign, and they have to figure out, what does that feel like? Same thing with the trumpet. But the trumpet's a little different, of course, being a brass instrument. Okay? But, and I have some videos here on the hang, look them up if it'll help, about mouthpiece gap, weighted valve caps. Okay? This will change the feedback of the instrument, because as the air and vibrating go in through here, it goes to the bell and then comes right back in, and you get your feedback. Well, as you ascend into the upper register, the feedback changes based on what's going on with the make of the horn, the gap here, and other, even the water keys too. And maybe someday I'll do a video on the water keys as well. But it's a system that you have to find out where the sweet spot is. Okay? So once I showed the kids the clarinet and explained to a little bit how the horn does with the feedback as well, then we try to approach it a little differently. And I tell them they're not high notes. They're just notes to be played, like a piano. You play up here, up here. You just have to know the technique. Now we have to find the finesse to it, and I have them play very softly. The first thing I do usually is to have them play in the lead pipe, because the upper harmonics come out easier on the lead pipe. Okay? And then once they get comfortable, then we put the lead pipe back in, and we start working on those upper harmonics. The other thing I like, especially if it's a note that just doesn't want to slot too well, is change the resistance of your horn. Good old mute. So now you change the feedback of the instrument, and sometimes it's easier to find the note. Okay? In the case of the high A, that's how I found it. Lead pipe buzzing and with a mute. Okay? And it's a lot easier for me to find it on a mute. Okay? And this is just an Olds Ambassador trumpet, and this is a Bobby Shoe jazz mouthpiece. It's not anything special. It's close to a 3C. And I work with my students on that, playing softly, trying different forms of resistance, whether it be with a lead pipe, mute, different mutes, and playing softly. And then once they get comfortable with it, it's there. Okay? And this is not my usual horn and my usual mouthpiece setup, and there's the note. Might be a little out of tune, I'm sorry. But I hope that helps. It's about knowing how the resistance works and finding it. And you need to calm your mind. If you can't quite get the break, it's normal. It's just like the clarinet's learning the break here, okay? Completely normal, so don't stress out about it, okay? I hope there's something there. Ask me questions, and I can help out. Ask John questions, ask Jordan questions, and we're all here to help, guys. All right? Thank you.